विद्याशक्ति मेधाशक्ति कलाशया शक्ति
विद्याशक्ति
Men may come and men may go, but PSBB will go on forever. उत्सवम् लीलोत्सवम् नवरात्रि लीलोत्सवम् नवरात्रि लीलोत्सवम् धीं धीं तनन धीं धीं ततों धीं धीं तनन धीं धीं ततों धीं धीं तनन धीं धीं ततों धीं धीं तनन धीं धीं ततों.
Hi, you seem to be very busy during these holidays. I haven't even heard from you.
Yes, I have been visiting friends, relatives and neighbors for Golu.
You must have made a huge collection of gifts.
Yes, this year was a great collection after 2 years. Sundalade kept the pizzas away.
What were the new arrivals?
Are you referring to the new Bommai?
Yes.
I was surprised to see the Chess Olympiad mascot Namma Thambi and the Statue of Equality.
The one in Hyderabad.
Yes, how about you? Did you come across any eye-catchy Golu themes?
I did visit quite a few thematic ones.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
My aunt had displayed all of her handmade dolls, and I also watched Leelothsavam season 3.
You are referring to the Navapratibha?
Yes, true to the title, it is cultural ingenuity. First day was about rivers and its treasures.
Second day was a musical feast.
Third day unfolded the 9 art forms. What more?
Wait, in a few seconds we shall be watching the final day events of the Navapratibha.
Is there any particular theme?
Yes, the theme is LOKAKSHEMAM, a medley of items portraying the victory of good over evil, ultimately for world peace. Don't you think we PSBBians missed someone on this occasion?
Yes, our dear founder, Dr. Mrs. YGP.
Our pranams to her. May she bless us all with knowledge and wisdom. Let's begin today's program with an invocation.
वीणा भेरी वेणुवाद्यादि विनोदिनी मेदिनी रक्षा मां वीणा भेरी वेणुवाद्यादि विनोदिनी मेदिनी रक्षा मां वीणा भेरी घोणी वदनादि विनुताचरिते घोणी वदनादि विनुताचरिते गुणरहिते विधि गुरु गुहमहिते ये नीलोचनि पाप विमोचनी ये नीलो लोचनि पाप विमोचनि इन्दिरेश सहोदरि तनोदरि वीणा भेरी ये नीलोचनि पाप विमोचनि इन्दिरेश सहोदरि तनोदरि वीणा भेरी वेणुवाद्यादि विनोदिनी मेदिनी रक्ष मां वीणा भेरी
That was very much in sync with the theme. What else?
Wait, we have a song, dance, and a short video portraying the themes of peace and harmony.
That's variety at its zenith.
Vasudeva Kudumbakam means the world is one family. Building strong and everlasting ties among people has been an Indian practice since time immemorial. So the emphasis has always been on the social aspect of sharing, psychological aspect of compassion, and spiritual aspect of oneness of humanity. And it has great relevance to the world today as we all live in a global village. The song Maitreem Bhajata, written by Paramacharya of Kanchi, Sri Chandrasekhara Saraswati, was sung by M.S. Subbulakshmi in the UN Assembly. It highlights universal brotherhood and peace as enshrined by the Sanatana Dharma. To conquer the hearts of everyone, let us serve the world with humility and friendship. Let us renounce unhealthy competition for power and the greed for amassing wealth. Let us share our positivity with everyone. In tune with the celebration of the prominent Indian belief, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu, our students sing the song Maitreem Bhajata.
Da Vijayadhasami, Mithila.
Wish you the same, Akash.
Vijayadhasami marks a fresh new beginning. The world now needs peace and happiness.
The Sanskrit word for global well-being is LOKAKSHEMAM. It is normally used in the context of various prayers and rituals performed in Hinduism. For example, big yajnas are conducted with prayers for rains, mass chanting of mantras for a social cause, etc.
Every year we have mass chanting of Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranamam in our school, right?
Many Hindu rituals and ceremonies end with generic prayers such as Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu, meaning let the entire world be happy, or Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu, which means let the people of the world be happy.
We recite Swasti Prajabhyaha during our morning assembly, which ends with this line.
This shloka is called Mangala Mantra. It translates as May there be well-being, auspiciousness to the people. May the kings rule the earth along the right path. May the cows and the Brahmins, the knower of Vedas, always be fortunate. May all the beings in the world become happy. Peace, peace and peace to be all, everywhere, in all circumstances.
Deepavali, the festival of lights, comes close on the heels of Dasara. As one version of the legend goes, when Narakasura was killed by Lord Krishna, Bhudevi, mother of Narakasura, declared that I am grieved by the loss of my son. But Lokakshemam is more important than my personal grief. His death should not be a day of mourning, but an occasion to celebrate and rejoice.
This was the prayer of a mother. Let me share the role of children in prayer for world well-being. In the Balakandam of Ramayana, sage Vishwamitra performed a yajna for the benefit of the world. Young Rama and Lakshmana kept a strong vigil for the yajna, and on the seventh day they killed all the Rakshasas who tried to defile the yajna and thus restored Lokakshemam.
The first desire expressed by Prahlada in his prayer was Swasti Astu Vishwasya, meaning let there be good fortune in the entire universe.
I recall the story of the Cratchit's Christmas dinner by Charles Dickens, where after the dinner, when Bob Cratchit prays, God bless us all, his youngest son Tiny Tim prays, God bless everyone.
A shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam says, may there be good fortune throughout the universe.
Our Vedic mantras insist on having Lokakshemam in everyday prayer.
Vijayadhasami signifies the end of negativity and evil within us. Let's get rid of our negative qualities and purify our heart and live in unity.
All darkness is far away as light is on its way. Let's learn to admire, not envy. Let's all move forward to safe, happy and prosperous days of luck, success and fulfillment. May we all be divinely protected.
Let's make sincere efforts to experience the oneness by seeing the world as one happy family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Happy and blissful Vijayadhasami to all.
Good and evil are not just black and white, but a million shades of grey. There couldn't be a more apt example to this than how morally grey characters like Captain Jack Sparrow and the Count of Monte Cristo have managed to capture our hearts. Let us now watch a film by the students of grade 11 putting one such character, Shylock from The Merchant of Venice, on trial for his actions. Was he unethical? What is the difference between good and evil, and what defines the grey area in between? Let's watch the film Black and White and find out.
So, 10 plays against each other, huh? In other words, the 7th time I'll beat you.
Assuming that you win, this will only be the 6th time you win against me. You were replaced in State versus Darkwing, so it's not counted as your win.
Okay, that doesn't count. I almost got force choked in the time they transferred him into containment. I mean, you were there. I was in the hospital for a week.
Well, still not your win.
I'll beat you on this.
Good luck. The man is wanted for demanding a pound of flesh from the plate.
Well, he did come from what? 16th century Italy? I think it was pretty normal for the time.
If the universal moral authority has put him up for trial, he must have done something wrong.
Court minutes, day 1, defense's opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, by now we all know this man, Shylock. He was a greedy moneylender. He lent at exorbitant rates. Probably his worst crime is that of signing a loan with £1, that is roughly 450 grams for us rational people, of flesh as the collateral. Under UMA Code Section 3 Act 4, any and all forms of unprovoked intent to kill a living being, be it legal in the time and place or otherwise, is deemed illegal by the UMA and is subject to erasure. Thus, Shylock's motives, being malicious in nature and the unprovoked intent to kill in him, come under the jurisdiction of this Act.
The defense may now proceed.
Respected members of the jury, the defense would like to reiterate that the demands of Shylock were signed upon by both Antonio and Bassanio of their own free will, knowing full well the contents of the document that they were signing. The deal was not illegal in its time and place. Besides, the defendant was not unprovoked in his intents. He was constantly mocked, bullied, verbally abused, and discriminated by Antonio and Bassanio because they were extremely anti-Semitic. According to Act 1 of the UMA Code, any and all sentient beings are equal and cannot be discriminated on the basis of their religion, race, nationality, gender, time period, or place of origin. The defense rests.
The defense may now bring its first witness.
Do you agree to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, to the condition that if you lie or engage in any malpractice detected by us, you will be erased?
I do.
Doctor, could you please state your medical qualifications to the court?
I have a PhD in surgical medicine and medical history.
So that means you could tell us about how a medical procedure could be performed in the past.
That's correct.
So if I were to ask you a question about how a medical procedure was performed in the past and whether it was fatal or not, you would be able to answer.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense's line of questioning is not pertinent to the case.
Overruled. The defense may proceed.
Then, doctor, would removing a pound of flesh from the body be in any way fatal given the status of 16th century Italian medicine?
It would not. The Italians actually had considerable medical capabilities. They would remove the 1 pound of flesh from the gluteus maximus, where it is not fatal at all.
So, if Shylock were to take a pound of flesh the way the doctor has described to us, it would not be fatal, and Antonio, he would not have any difficulty except a difficulty sitting down. The defense is completed with this line of questioning.
The court will adjourn for lunch and will resume at 3 p.m. today.
Yes, I am winning the case after all.
But he's a bad guy. How can people think otherwise? Yes!
It is what it is. The only way I'm going to lose is on moral grounds, and that's going to happen.
The prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution would like to call expert philosopher Ryan Who Knows.
Objection, Your Honor. That witness was not submitted in the witness list before.
Overruled.
Do you agree to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, to the condition that if you lie or engage in any malpractice detected by us, you will be erased?
I do.
Mr. Who Knows. So, doctor, do you have a PhD?
I have two, one in general philosophy and one in criminal philosophy.
Could you enlighten us on what you think of this defendant?
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution is leading the witness.
Your Honor, this is but the nature of such philosophical questions.
Overruled. The defense may proceed.
Alright then, doctor. Could you tell us whether repayment of loans in flesh, even if signed by both parties, is ethical?
So, you could look at this problem in two ways. Legally, both parties had signed the contract. So Shylock has all the right to take his pound of flesh. But morally, a person must not harm any other being unless he or she is in grave danger. Shylock was in no danger at all, so he should not have taken his pound of flesh.
So, would you say that Shylock is responsible for this whole fiasco?
Yes. Yes. No! 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 No!
Well, they're going to take all the time in the world to find out exactly what happened. You didn't do this though. Doing the wrong things for the right reasons. I mean, I don't get the people who do that. I mean, it defeats the whole purpose, don't you think? You aren't like that. You're a good guy.
Thank you, my dear friends. That was a great way to show that the battle line between good and evil runs through the heart of every man.
எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் புவி மேலியற்கையினாலே இயங்கும் எழுவலம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் புவி மேலியற்கையினாலே இயங்கும் எழுவலம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் புவி மேலியற்கையினாலே இயங்கும் எழுவலம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் மலையில் அருவியிலே வளர் மழலை பொழிதனிலே மலையில் அருவியிலே மலர் மழலை பொழிதனிலே மலரின் மனம் தனில் வயலின் பயிர் தனில் மழையால் பனிதனிலே மலரின் மனம் தனில் வயலின் பயிர் தனில் மழையால் பனிதனிலே நீலவின் ஒளியாலும் சூழலின் இசையாலும் நீலக்கடல் வீசும் மலையாலுமே நிலவின் ஒளியாலும் சூழலின் இசையாலும் நீலக்கடல் வீசும் மலையாலுமே கலைஞன் சிலையிலும் கவிதை பொருளிலும் காணமாமயிலினாடல் அறுசுவையின் காதலோடு மனிதனின் புலன் காண்பதெல்லாம் இன்பமயம் புவி மேலியற்கையினாலே இயங்கும் எழுவலம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் ஸ்ரீசனி தபமகமபதனி இன்பமயம் சரி நீ சதனி பதமா பதமா பதனி சரி கமகரி சனி பதனி சரி இன்பமயம் ககரி சனித தனி சரி ககரி சனி சரி கமக மகரி சனி நீ சரி கரி ககரி சனி சரி நீ சனி சாதனி சதனி பதனி பதமா மதவனி ரசனி சரி சரி நீ சரி கமகரி சனி நீ ககரி சனி சரி நீ சனி தவம பதனி சரி சானி தவமக கம பதனி சனி சரி சனி தனி சரி கமகரி சனி கரி சரி நீ சனி சாத சனி தனி பனி தபதனி சகரி சக ஸ்ரீ சனி தரி சனி தபதா நீ தவம கம பதவம பதனி தபதனி சரி கரி சனி தரி சனி தவக ம பதனி இன்பமயம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம் புவி மேலியற்கையினாலே இயங்கும் எழுவலம் எல்லாம் இன்பமயம்
part of us. They highlight what we stand for. They can represent our unique individual essence. The 9 core values that can guide our behavior, provide us with a personal code of conduct are accountability, compassion, empathy, friendship, gratitude, integrity, patience, responsibility, togetherness. When we honor our personal core values consistently, we experience fulfillment. Self-centered, dishonest, arrogant. When we don't honor our core values, we are more likely to lose our self-esteem too. Like a garden. If we do not consciously plant good seeds and tend them carefully, weeds will grow eventually. Be positive, be grateful, be responsible. Our core values should reflect our relationship with our environment, culture, society, country, and the world at large. This is the path towards sustenance of energy on earth. Navarathri is the time when we energize our spirit with the core values that we have imbibed through generations.
Evil knows that if it can capture your mind, your end is inevitable. But what it doesn't know is that it is powerless if the good are unafraid. Let us now listen to a song named The Janus Within by the students of grade 11, portraying the devil's ceaseless effort to stay in control and his eventual loss against the conscience of the human mind.
Should I not? He pushes me aside. Yeah, watch me fall. He's reckless. He's reckless. Just end this. Save me from him. He keeps pulling me under. Down and down. Feel defenseless. Defenseless. I try to push him on my mind, I try to shut him out. He tries to waste my time and make the memories fall. He thinks he's better, but yeah, he doesn't know that I have a little control. the good, mess with his head and find my footing. I try to push him on my mind, I try to shut him out. He tries to waste my time and make him on his fault. He thinks he's better, but yet he doesn't know. Waves of gray keep rolling in. I'm walking away, turning my back. It's easier. It's easier. 'Cause now my days are brighter, controlling the tide. My mind's on fire. Watch me rise high and never, ever, ever look down again.
That was an amazing show, my dear friends. Like how the sun rises even after the darkest night, you have shown us that good will triumph over evil no matter how vigorous the battle is.
தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம்.
ஆம், தேவியின் பதம் பணிந்து அவள் அருள் பெறுவோம். நவரச நாயகி அங்கையர்கண்ணி ஸ்ரீ மீனாட்சி தேவியின் நவரசங்களின் ஒரு பகுதியை நேற்று கண்டோம், ரசித்தோம். அதன் தொடர்ச்சியாக இன்று பீபத்சம், ரௌத்ரம், பயானகம், காருண்யம், சாந்தம் முதலிய ரசங்களை நவ கன்னியர்களின் அபிநயங்களின் மூலம் இந்த விஜயதசமி வைபவத்தில் சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி ஸ்ரீ மீனாட்சி தேவியை லோகக்ஷேமத்திற்காக பிரார்த்தனை செய்து தேவியின் லீலைகளை உற்சவமாக கொண்டாடிடுவோம்.
தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம். 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 நிதனி நிசனித மாதபா பமகரி கணித நிசரிக தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம். பதியை மதியாத தக்ஷனின் சிறு கால் வெறுப்புற்றால் தாக்ஷாயணி பதியை மதியாத தக்ஷனின் சிறு கால் வெறுப்புற்றால் தாக்ஷாயணி தேவியை பரிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம். பகமா பனி பாபனி மபச ச பரி ச சரி ச நி சத மரி மரி ச மரி ச நி சாரி சரி பரி ச நி சதர் மரி சானி தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம். மகாகாலி கபாலினி திரிசூலினி சிம்மவாகினி சிறந்தெழுந்தால் பண்டாசுரனை கண்ட துண்டமாக வதம் செய்த மகாகாலி கபாலினி சூலினி சிம்ஹவாகினி சினந்தெழுந்தால் சண்டமுண்ட கொடிய பண்டாசுரனை கண்ட துண்டமாக வதம் செய்தரே வீயை பணிந்த அருள் பெறவோ சரீரி கக ரிகமாக கபமக தாபத மபத நி சரி சரி மகரி தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறவோம் ஹால ஹால விஷம் ஹரநருந்த அரக்கன் கைலை தனை கையால் அசைத்திடவே திகைத்ததே ஹால விஷம் ஹரநருந்த அரக்கன் கைலை தனை கையால் அசைத்திடவே திகைத்ததே பணிந்து அருள் பெறவோம் சாபரி நிரபமகமரி கரிச ரிசனி தப மதனி தரி நீசத மதனி தப ரிணி தப மதனி ச நிசமாதனி சரி கனி சரி ரிசரி கம பமகமரி கரிச தரி நீ தப மதனி சரித மதனி சப ரிகம பதேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம் தாய் போலே தாரணி தன்னில் தயை செய்வாருண்டோ அருள் பார்வையே ஜகம் காத்திடும் துயர் தீர்த்திடும் எம்மண்ணையை தஞ்சம் என்றால் உள்ளம் கனிந்து தனி கருணை செய்வார் கண்ணீர் மல்கி கருத்தினிலே இருபதத்தில் இறுதிய தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம் தாய் போலே தாரணி தன்னில் தயை செய்வாருண்டோ அருள் பார்வையே ஜகம் காத்திடும் துயர் தீர்த்திடும் எம்மண்ணையை தஞ்சம் என்ற உள்ளம் கனிந்து தனி கருணை செய்வார் கண்ணீர் மல்கி கருத்தினிலே இருபதத்தில் இறுதிய தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம் தேவியை பணிந்து அருள் பெறுவோம் சர்வானந்தமய சக்கரவாசினி ஸ்ரீலலிதாம்பிகே சரணம் சரணம் அம்மா முழுமதி முகம் அருள் விழி புன்னகை தவள் எழிலுருவே உன்னை எந்நாளும் துதித்தோம் அவனியில் அன்பு ஒற்றுமை அறிவாற்றலும் அமைதியானந்தம் ஐஸ்வர்யமும் அருள்வாய் சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி சரணம் அம்மா சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி மீனாட்சி शांत स्वरूपिणी मीनाक्षी शांत स्वरूपिणी मीनाक्षी मीनाक्षी मीनाक्षी
Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today and creates a vision for tomorrow. PSBB's 2022-23 edition of Navarathri Leelothsavam exerts the power of the Supreme Shakti in various forms. On behalf of the entire PSBB fraternity, we express our indebtedness to all those who played pivotal roles in creating this successful program. Our heartfelt gratitude to our Dean and Director, Mrs. Sheila Rajendra, for her motivation and encouragement to carry forward the baton of our wonderful culture. We thank Mr. YG Rajendra for being a pillar of support in all our endeavours. We extend our earnest thankfulness to the heads of the PSBB Group of schools, teachers, participants and their parents. Our gratitude goes to Mr. SB Kantan and Shella Videos for their continued support. We count on the divine blessings of our beloved founder, Dr. Mrs. YGP and the Almighty for guiding us to walk the path of virtue. Let these 9 days of pious worship of goddess Durga in her various incarnations, protect us from evil and guide us to progress and happiness. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is V. Shriya of 8G signing off. Thank you all.